4 weeks ago, Neil Rudell called me in Lexington, Kentucky, where I live, and when my secretary gave me the message, I wasn't real sure what it was about. I've had my fair share of bad publicity, but he asked me to, would I be interested in presenting Coach Clarke into the Blair County Hall of Fame, and I took it as a great honor to be able to introduce Coach Clarke into the Hall of Fame. His introduction tonight is basically, as you read through the program, is basically football. But I can attest from the time that I was a child or as a kid, when I could start to run, when I could start to play any kind of ball, Coach Clarke was there. And the things that impressed me about Coach, and many of the people in this room understand this, but I got to lament on it. I've had 4 or 5 weeks to prepare for a 5-minute speech, and there's too much to say about this guy in a 5-minute period, so I'm going to try to highlight the things that stood out to me, and I know to a lot of other people. I doubt if there's anybody that's ever exceeded the dedication to youth and community that Coach Clarke did in his reign at Central, and as I'm sure he did at Reynoldsville and other places that he's been. I wasn't sure what year Coach Clarke came to Roaring Spring, but I read tonight it was 1965. I was 5 years old. It wasn't long after that he got a hold of me. But the thing that impressed me about it is, and I'm a family man now, I have daughters, I have a wife, I have responsibility. Coach had these same responsibilities, and I call you Coach probably till I graduated from high school. I thought that was your first name. I really did. I think I asked my dad one day, why would somebody name their kid Coach? But that's all I ever knew. I read that in the program tonight, that's a sign of respect. I can assure you that this guy has garnished anybody's respect that he's ever come in contact with. His dedication to the community, he raised money so that we could travel to Oil City and different places in AAU and track. We had wrestling competitions. I remember times that we had 2 baseball uniforms and 2 vans, and we would play a game in Altoona, and we'd hurry up and get to another ballpark, change uniforms, right, Chip, and we'd play again. This is the kind of dedication that he has, and as I said before, I doubt that there's many people that have exceeded the dedication that he had to the Cove community, to athletics, and to the kids. He teaches you how to win. There's a thing that he says Mr. McCluskey taught him, that all you can do, or all you can ask of a kid, is to go out on the field and play as hard as you can. We all expected that. Coach didn't have to drill that in our heads. We expected that he wanted 100% out of us. He also says in there, I was reading that, you know, we all got to learn that you're going to make mistakes, players and coaches. Players, as players, we knew when we made a mistake because we somehow heard the word in a loud voice, knucklehead. And we couldn't say that back to him if he made a mistake, so I don't know if he made any or not. But Coach, there's so much, and 5 minutes is not, I don't have notes, I don't have anything because I really wanted this to come from my heart. You have meant so much in my life, and I know from talking to other people, and people that aren't my age, as it says in there, you've got people come up to you that are 44, 45 years old, and they still call him Hi Coach. And he says that of all the fruit of his labors, 3 losing seasons, right? 3 losing seasons. That in itself tells you the dedication and the commitment and the ability that he had to get the most out of his players and his coaches. And that's another thing that I think he's always done well at. He's always surrounded himself with good assistants and good help. But Coach, you said in there that the best fruit of your labors is a guy coming up to you that's 44, 45 years old. I'm 34. I hope that classifies. And still calling you Hi Coach. I think you deserve that. I don't think there's anybody, and if you have any question in your mind that anybody has any respect for you, I think we can all put that to rest. It's a tremendous honor. To me, it's as big an honor to introduce this gentleman into the Hall of Fame as it would be to be inducted myself. And with pleasure tonight and with pride, the ultimate in pride, I present to you Coach Clarke.